Welcome to Lions Live 365. I'm your host, Michael Ayers, and today we are breaking down Lions offense and how Dan Campbell is making strides as an offensive coordinator. This was one of the better game plans I've seen them put together, one of the better areas of execution that we have had. And whether it's third down, second and long, we handled business when we played the Cowboys. One of the favorite things that I like about it is that we not only had some good play concepts, but at the end of the day, we set things up for later. One of the better third down calls that we made in this game was this swing pass here. So, get out there. Boop. We got a man we just let go free. We got multiple blockers in space. And we are saying, look, instead of just running at Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark, we're going to get our running back in space and make these linebackers chase. And it was effective all night, right? You got two blockers out in space, one defender that's available to even attempt to make this tackle who does an awful job at doing it, and then we got Jahmyr Gibbs, right? And we gave them a healthy dose of, hey, he is going to be very involved in this passing game. And they used Jahmyr to open up for other players to expand the field. It was just perfect play calling, right? So let's look at this. One of the things that was a little bit concerning is that we got in the second and long or second and medium, just like a lot. Like we wasted down, get a yard on second down or get a false start, or just, whether it be holding or something simple. It was just a bunch of those situations, but we were in second and long a lot. And instead of just saying, hey, we're just going to get 3 or 4 yards, we really went and tried to get chunks on second down. And I really loved that idea. Like, hey, if it's second and 14, second and 15, let's get a chunk. Let's try to convert it on second down. We don't even got to worry about it, right? So you go out here, you look at everything up, right? So we got Jameson Williams expanding the field. We got Isaac Tesla threatening. We got a route underneath, and it's just one-on-one. For some reason, I guess they the only team in the league that doesn't understand that you need to double Amon-Ra St. Brown. So you get there, quick move, and it's like, oh, man, he was amazing in this game. He gave us everything that we needed in this game. And at the end of the day, man, they did not do enough in Dallas to take him away. And when they did, we made sure we hit somewhere else, right? Once again, second and long again. One of the things I loved about this is that we went 4 wide. I can't even call it 5 wide. And the reason why I don't call it 5 wide is because usually 5 wide, this guy's a threat. That's a whole extra offensive lineman if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, man, they did well to protect Goff. They spread the Cowboys out a lot and challenged them in every which way that they could. Now, having Gibbs here and Amon-Ra St. Brown here is kind of like these guys are they're cooked. When you look at how this play is ran, it's like, okay, use the gravity of Amon-Ra St. Brown to get other people open, right? Use him like a real number one. You got to let him be the decoy sometimes. It's not always supposed to go to him. And when you look at this, 2 Amon-Ra St. Brown in the middle of the field, 1 and 2. And that just means this man here is cooked. He's cooked. There's nothing you can do because at the end of the day, you're not fast enough. You don't have the leverage. This is not even really your responsibility. This man should have fell off and fell right back into this window because he had help. It just didn't make sense. But I'll take it, right? Jahmyr Gibbs. So on second and 15, we go out there and get 13 yards, making it a very easy down and distance. We kept our third downs manageable. That's what it's about, right? And then just continue, right? So once again, like second and 14, second and 12, something along those lines. We get out here. We did a lot of hard play action in this game. And we attacked. One of the best things about how we handled business is that we made sure that we spread the ball around. Now he's gonna threaten up here and just come back. He's 1-on-1, and we won our 1-on-1s in this game. You drop back, Now this was just gonna be successful regardless. This could have been a go. If this was a go, he was cooked, right? But at the end of the day, it's a comeback. He runs the route perfectly, sits down, the timing is on point. And I just want to go back, right? How many times have we done breakdowns and only the person that was designed to get the ball was open? This man is open. This man is open. This man is open. Everybody's open on this play. Everything that's going on here is positive. The only thing that's not positive is a little bit of pressure that that Jared Goff is getting. But at the end of the day, man, is perfection, man. I can't be upset when you're designing plays where everybody's open, right? Now, is this the fact that Dallas may be a little bit overrated on defense? I don't know. We will find out when we go up against the Rams, but I don't know, right? And you would think like, oh, how many times a second and long or second and 10, how many times are they going to really get a chunk play out of it, right? Who knows? But like I said earlier, we set a lot of these plays up early in the game, right? So once again, right now, the first play I showed you was the swing pass in which Jahmyr Gibbs started on this side and ran over here. Oh, it gets bad. It gets good, right? So you go out there, you fake it. Now, on this play, you got Jahmyr over here. He's still an option, but this player is 100% committed to stopping that, right? Then, you have this player here. But look at Amon-Ra running to the middle of the field. And, of course, we catch this player here flat-footed. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. This is beautiful play design. I mean, like, even if he throws this here to Amon-Ra, it's a good chance Amon-Ra scores. But, I mean, let's take the actual touchdown. Isaac Tesla, right? Isaac Tesla getting the ball. And what is he doing? He's cradling the baby. Cradle that baby. Yeah. So, like I said, I think this made one of the last second and long clips, because a lot of them we first of all, we were in second and long a little bit too often, if you want to be honest. But at the end of the day, we kept getting chunks and we were aggressive, right? So we go out here, a little bit of play action. Now, I wanna show y'all here, right here, wide open. Here, about to be wide open. When he makes this cut inside, I think he's gonna be wide open, right? When you look at play design, and you look at open, like Goff could fit that there. This guy has. Do you see where his leverage is? He's not gonna make any plays on the ball if it's thrown. But this already out. Look at the pocket. We have struggled to create pockets like this all year, but look at the pocket. No one's near Jared Goff on this play. And it's on second and long, second and 9 or 10. We go out there and we get 15. Once again, you just go out here, you handle your business, you design perfect plays, and you are getting execution. You're spreading the ball around. It's not, hey, let's throw to Amon-Ra 10 or 11 times, and then Sam Laporta, which isn't an option right now. We spread the ball around. They don't know if Gibbs is getting the ball. They don't know if Amon-Ra's getting the ball. They don't know if Jameson's getting the ball. We might throw it to Tesla. Knowing us, we might throw it to the six offensive linemen. I love the balance. And that's just the passing game. And I only really picked second down plays because I felt like we got in these long second downs. We weren't as productive on first as I feel like we should have been, or we got a bunch of fouls and penalties. And what happened? We go out here, we handle our business, and get chunks on second down. There's no way. right? Because you think, I've shown you at least 5, 6 plays. They're all second and long. They're all second and 8 or 9 or more, right? So here, another hard play action. This is the special. This the Lions special, man. That deep end off the hard play action. Once they get these linebackers all taking these false steps, and we are putting these people in a position where they definitely have to make sure he doesn't get the ball, right? You do that. Hard play action again. Amon Ra for like 30. Now, this was a first down, but I just really like this play. Play action. Just see here. Wide open already. This one here, it doesn't matter what direction he goes. He looks like he's finna be open, right? You go out here. Now, everybody, like I said, everybody out on this play, everyone on this play is open. Open over here. Now, if it wasn't for this little bit of pressure here, he probably throws out here for the chunk. But at the end of the day, you get Jahmyr Gibbs out in space. Now, this should probably only be a 5 or 6 yard pass, but people can't tackle. We get our playmakers the ball. Anything can happen. Right? And one of the things I want to say is that during the Packers game, they showed signs that this was possible. They really only had 2 really bad drives that cost them the game, and especially with the fact that our defense wasn't playing any defense. And we saw signs of it, but of course, the emotions took hold, and of course, the sky was falling because we lost to one of the better defenses in the league. Now, when you look a little bit deeper, right, there's another play I love. When you look at this, right, you go out here. Once again, open. I mean, cooking his man. Just look at that. It's just playmakers in space. Just playmakers in space. Now, this is 3rd and medium. I wanted to get a 3rd down in there. But it's just the fact that we're just going to focus on Jahmyr Gibbs in space. We are going to make you. Now, the crazy thing is, Jared Goff always has options. Open. And you might be able to fit one of these 2 in there. But at the end of the day, takes the easy one, gets the ball out. Now, woo. Take a break, young fella. Hopefully you all right, man. At least you got paid before you started putting this stuff on tape. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You put Jahmyr Gibbs out there in space, and what happens? You got people doing push-ups. Got people doing push-ups. Now, I wanted to say in the run game, something that's kind of irritating me is that even when David Montgomery is more effective in the run game than Jahmyr Gibbs, he still isn't seeing the ball. I really want to see more of David Montgomery, not because he's more effective than Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't want to run the knees off of Jahmyr Gibbs before, before he gets paid, and 2, before the end of the season. Like, when you run up a running back's touches the way that we've been running up Jahmyr Gibbs' touches as of late, you can't be surprised when that player eventually gets hurt. And I don't want to overuse Jahmyr Gibbs, especially when David Montgomery is effective, right? So you get David Montgomery in here, right? You got him in, and then you just see a bunch of people just look at this. He just patiently just attacks the hole, finds a slither, and there's a bunch of people that's just not tackling, and it's touchdown. Pay dirt, right? Pay dirt. Just handle your business, right? And it's not just that, right? You take David Montgomery, and you 6 offensive linemen in jumbo. We out here. Look at the blocking, y'all. Shout out to Miles Frazier. He played pretty well. I don't care what PFF says. And when I look at Miles Frazier, I see somebody that's really good at combo blocks, really good at making sure that nobody's getting a free pass to the quarterback, very aware of his surroundings. And I love how he blocked in this game. But you see, look at this. Just wash them all down. And then Dan Montgomery. Let's get 8. Let's get 9 yards, almost 10 yards on a carry, right? Hey, don't switch it up. Don't do nothing crazy. Get him back out here again. We got Miles Frazier. We got Tate Ratledge. We got Penei, right? It don't matter. These combo blocks, and we are getting up to the second level, grabbing a linebacker, and we making space. You gotta love that. How do you not love this, right? So you do all of this. You get some motion, you get some ideas, you expand, and right? So this one here, this needs a little bit more love. Let's look at this one more time. We gonna give a special shout out to Isaac Tesla, right? Cause he about to get somebody. He gonna put him out the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you think now? Without Isaac handling his business, this player has a shot to shoot this gap and meet Dan Montgomery in the hole. But according to Isaac, no, you're not. No, you're not. Get out of here. Look at this man. Eat dirt, sir. Eat dirt. Get out of here. And it's just like, all right, let's get this money, right? I like the consistency of the runs. I love how we ran the ball in the game when we did run it. It's like, hey, we're never going to completely forget about the run game, but we are going to get these touchdowns. We look at the run game, right? Look at the run game. We out here handling business, doing a little move. Now, the creativity of the run game, give a lot of eye candy, left, right, motions everywhere. We get here, and the blocking, Miles Frazier gets his guy all the way out here. We got the interior handling business. We didn't allow Quentin Williams to blow up this play, right? Handle business there, right? Gotta give shout out to Graham. Tate then moved his guy from all the way over here, right? Left side of the line, got all their players all the way over here. We get that, and it's just Jahmyr Gibbs, pay dirt. That's what I'm talking about, right? We get here, we can go jumbo every play at this point. Like, we just handling business. We get out here, we handling business. Like, whether Cologne is in, whether Miles Frazier is in, like, Cologne is a better run blocker, but Miles Frazier is the much better pass blocker. But when you look at this. At this point, man, I don't think the Cowboys want to be out here. I don't think the Cowboys even want to be in this game anymore. They want to go home, right? You get this out here, and it's just Jahmyr Gibbs in space. He's skipping. But skipping, there's like, bro, you can stop. You can stop. Jahmyr Gibbs is skipping into the touchdown, right? Simple, great play calling. You got to love what Dan Campbell did, right? So, one of the things I want to say is that Dan Campbell handled his business as far as the game plan is concerned. The consistency, the intelligence. He made sure that we had better matchups, right? There wasn't a situation where a third-string tight end is blocking Micah Parsons on 4th and 3. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything schematically made sense, and his players executed, and he spread the ball around. He made sure that motions were available. You had to respect the pass. You had to respect the run. It was the ultimate Lions game. And there's a reason why, even when we struggle, like, oh, they struggle this week, that week, we still top 5 offense. At this point, I haven't watched all the games this Sunday, but we're still a top 5 offense because this offense has too many players to be held back by stupid play calling or by a couple offensive linemen being out. Like, if we get anything that looks like blocking, we're going to put up points. I just don't I just don't see a way or reason why the Lions can't finish as a top 5, top 10 offense. And if they can get that defense together, I don't see how we don't make the playoffs. Now, moving forward, there needs to be more progression. Dan Campbell's getting better and better every week at making these play calls, at managing the game while he's making these play calls. And if he can get to a level that we can just trust him to do all his head coaching duties and all of his OC duties, and he could do both at a high level, I think we are Super Bowl threats. Can't say Super Bowl favorites or contenders, but we're a threat. If we make it to the playoffs, we can get on the roll, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Don't let anybody tell you any different. And whether it is game day, draft day, or any day in between, it's Lions Live 365. Please like and subscribe. We'll be dropping the defensive breakdown at some point this week as well. So look out for that. Peace out.